What's up, farming family? How y'all doing today? Today, we are reacting to the Forza Control 1 and the Control 2. I'm just going to call them the Control 1 and Control 2 throughout this video. I don't feel like having to say the whole name, but these are paddles by Volair. I have a code with this company. It's Farmer. You will get 10% off if you use my discount code. I get a kickback from that. But yeah, one thing I want to mention, this green is probably going to frustrate some people. I had some people make some comments when I pulled it out. But yeah, just letting y'all know about that. But the hybrid shape is the same as the Mach 1 Forza, and the Control 2 is the same as the Forza Mach 2. Exact same shapes. The difference is the Kevlar on the face instead of the raw carbon fiber. But yeah, let's get into this review. Alright, when it comes to the Control 1, this paddle definitely has more pop than the Forza Mach 1 does. I think that's what they were going for, was a slight increase of pop and power. Because playing this and going to the Mach 1 Forza or the Forza Mach 1, this one definitely had a slight increase of pop. And when it came to the Control 2 also had a slight increase of pop compared to the Forza Mach 2 that I've currently, that I use randomly. I had to bring both of them out and test them to see what the differences was. And the faces of these are definitely stiffer and they definitely have more pop. Now, they're not going to have the pop that any of the Gen 3s have, so you don't have anything to worry about that unless you're wanting the Gen 3 pop, and then this one's not going to be a series, paddle series for you. But when it comes to the power, the Control 1 is also a slight increase from the Forza Mach 1's power, and the Control 2 is a slight increase from the Forza Mach 2's power. Like I said, the power or the pop on these are nowhere near the Gen 3s, the Paddle Techs, the Electo 3s, or anything like that. The same would be said for the power. It's just a slight increase from the current Volair line that they currently have. Now, in terms of control, you're going to be able to control both of these paddles. I'm going to talk about them together as a whole. I feel like the Control 2 is slightly more controllable than the Control 1. But if you've been using the Mach 1 or Forza Mach 1 and the Forza Mach 2, these will definitely be a little bit harder to control and will take some time to hone in. But if you've used any other Gen 2 on the market that's got slightly more pop than those I just mentioned, you're not going to have a problem transitioning to these. You're not going to have a problem transitioning to these if you're using a Paddle Tech or a Gen 3. The only way you will is you might hit a couple in the net until you get used to the less pop and less power that this paddle has. Because these aren't like uncontrollable. These are middle of the road in terms of control, realistically. The RPM of the Control 1 was 2,099. And the Control 2 had an RPM number of 2,118. Like I say, with most of these Volair paddles that I've reviewed, they've all got crazy good spin. It's always in the top tier. I tell you, 1850 plus is good, but Volair keeps dropping 2,000 plus RPM paddles, and you can tell when you play them. You're going to get the best of the best in terms of spin. When it came to the swing weight of the Control 1 was 112. And the Control 2 had a swing weight of 107. Both of these are really good swing weight numbers for their respective categories. I feel like you can add lead tape to these and it'll still keep you within the hybrid and the wide body, swing weight averages that you would want. So yeah, there's definitely room for customization. And then the Control 1 came in right at 8.1 ounces. And the Control 2 came in right at 8 ounces out of the box with nothing added to it. But yeah, I would add overgrips to these. I add overgrips to everything. The twist weight of the Control 1 was 6.15, and the twist weight of the Control 2 was 7.14. Okay, I feel like the twist weight on the hybrid should have been a little bit higher, but then when you look at the 112 swing weight, which is kind of in the lower end for hybrid shapes, you realize that it gives you room to customize to get it to the 115, 116 range. And then its twist weight gets above 6.5 easily. So the lower twist weight basically goes equal to the swing weight. So if you're wanting a better twist weight, just slap on some lead tape, slap on some tungsten tape, get it to about a 115, 116 swing weight. You're going to get that twist weight up. But right out of the box, the twist weight is definitely lacking. Slap some lead or some tungsten on there. But in terms of the Control 2, excellent twist weight number. Perfect. You're not going to have any problems with it twisting. And realistically, I'm not adding any lead to this. I'm using that 107 swing weight and this twist weight, and I'm going to have fast hands. I'm going to be able to reset. I'm going to be able to get the, counters and stuff quicker. I'm going to keep it exactly the way it is. And in terms of sweet spot, the sweet spots on these are definitely a tad bit better than the Forza Mach 1, where I'm talking about the Control 1. It's a little bit better. But when you get to the Control 2, I could not tell any difference or much difference at all between the Forza Mach 2 and the Control 2 sweet spot. Both of them, wide bodies, both of them have crazy big sweet spots. It might be a little bit better, but not enough for me to sit here and be like, yeah, this is an upgrade in terms of sweet spot. Because realistically, it's an upgrade in terms of pop and power. Now, in terms of value for your money, these are $199.99, which is $200. You'll be $180-ish with my discount code. Do I think it's worth it? All right, this is middle of the road right now, technically, in terms of pickleball paddles. There are Kevlar paddles that are cheaper than this. There are Kevlar paddles that are more expensive than this. It is going to be up to you to determine if it's going to be worth it. Could I go to a tournament and play with these like I would my main paddle and be perfectly fine? Yes. So in that aspect of it, if you're wanting something that's going to have high playability and it's going to have you playing at the top of your performance, yes, value-wise, it's worth it. But if you're a budget person, there are probably going to be other options that you're going to go to. But yeah, these paddles increase the pop, increase the power from the Forza Mach 1 and Mach 2. The colors on them look really clean as well. The only one you're going to have a problem with, I think realistically, is going to be the green. I think they should make both of them blue and make both of them green so you can have the option of choosing which one you want, because I think the green's going to turn off some people from buying the paddle. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope it was informative. If you want me to compare it to a specific paddle that you're playing with, comment down below and I'll do that in the comment section, individually to you, because I can't go through here and compare this paddle to like 50 paddles on one video. It would be like a 40-minute video. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, stay safe. Have a good day. Drink plenty of water. Peace, y'all.